Good morning, everyone. I'm Chris Honorato. Thanks for joining us here on 13 Now on the News Channel 13 YouTube channel. If you want all of the day's breaking news, updated information on the biggest stories in the capital region, just click subscribe on our News Channel 13 YouTube channel, and you'll continue to get updates like this. Here's what we're following in the News Channel 13 newsroom right now. Breaking news from overnight: a fatal pedestrian car crash on Central Avenue. We've reached out to police for more information, and we'll continue to get it throughout the day. But we do know this, that a 52-year-old woman was struck by a vehicle and pronounced dead. Her identity has not yet been released. The investigation continues this morning. We have more breaking news that we're following internationally. Former Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe has died after being shot at a campaign event earlier today. Video shows a man being restrained by police shortly after Abe was shot at twice while giving a speech. Reports indicate that the assailant was in his 40s and a local resident. According to a first responder on the scene, Abe was unconscious and showing no vital signs. He was Japan's longest-serving prime minister. Shinzo Abe was 67 years old. Also making news and happening today, the alleged driver in that deadly Northway crash that we've been following closely here since Memorial Day weekend is scheduled to be arraigned. We're talking about Vasu Laroya from New Jersey. He's facing a number of charges, including aggravated vehicular homicide, manslaughter, and DWI. State police say he was speeding northbound when his Tesla crashed into the back of a Honda Civic in Colony. The other driver, the driver of that Civic, Katrin Fisher of Ballston Spa, was killed. Police say Laroya had a previous DWI conviction. When we take a quick break here in the action, waiting on meteorologist Neal Estano for his first warning forecast. It is beautiful. I can tell you that much if I were to play a weather forecaster on YouTube. Having seen his forecast earlier in the morning, I can tell you that we are shaping up for a beautiful weekend in the upper 70s, low 80s, dry all the way up until Tuesday. So we're having a problem connecting with Neal. While we wait for him, I'll tell you about something else that's happening today, and that is the Twin Bridges Championship teeing off at Pine Haven Country Club in Guilderland. It's where a field of incredibly talented female golfers will compete for the top payout from a $200,000 purse. You are looking at highlights of Albany Academy star and New York State champion Kennedy Swedick. She's playing in this tournament for a second straight year. The rising junior became the first female from Section 2 to win a state title last month. Kennedy teed off this morning at 8:08. The first group went out at about 7:30. Here's what we're working on for News Channel. Oh, wait a minute. I've got Neal now. Hang on. We'll tell you what's coming up at noon in a moment. But first, and more importantly, meteorologist Neal Estano with that very important weekend first warning forecast. Hey, Neal.
Sorry, I'm a little late, Chris. A lot to set up here. I'm actually doing a video, kind of the setup here, so I'll post that to my Facebook page later.
I like that. Good idea.
Yeah, you kind of see the workings of YouTube TV. It's like sausage being made. All right, let's show you what's been happening here. We've had a few clouds around. It was kind of interesting this morning. Pittsfield had a beautiful sunrise, but just to the south, there are a lot of clouds. It's actually raining across the southern half of Berkshire County. The clouds have been moving out, and we actually have a really nice stretch of weather coming our way. The first warning camera over into Pittsfield, the CDP speaker camera, showing those clouds pushing out of the area and lots of sunshine around. And it's going to be a nice day, despite the fact we have a cold front moving through. The cold front, well, it really doesn't have a lot of oomph to it. We'll have a wind shift as that front moves through, but really not much in the way of any precipitation. It's a pretty dry front. It was beautiful up in Lake George this morning, and the dew points behind this front dropping off nicely into the 50s, mid-60s to the south. That's some pretty steamy air. So our weather coming in from the north is going to be clearing out, drying out too, as we go into the afternoon and the evening. And if you like clear, cool, comfortable nights, sunny and mild days up around 80 degrees, you're really going to like the forecast for the weekend. Here's the temperature and wind forecast hour by hour. This is this morning. Temperatures in the 70s. We're going to get in the low 80s for a while. Midday today, into this afternoon and this evening. If you're going to be out and about this evening, after about 8 or 9 o'clock, it's going to get fairly cool, especially across the Adirondacks. So if you're heading north to go camping this weekend, pack some extra layers because it is going to be down into the 40s, even possibly some 30s up through the northern and central Adirondacks, 50s through the capital region. So this front continues to slide to the south. That drier air moves in. We'll have that mixture of clouds and sunshine. And we are looking at a couple of really nice days coming our way. So we are going to be seeing a return to that sunshine for the weekend. Overnight lows will be dropping down into the 50s, sunny skies and comfortable nights. All the active weather staying well to our south and across the mid-Atlantic. That's actually keeping any rain at bay, kind of blocking that tropical moisture from moving north. 84 today, a sun cloud mix with a beautiful weekend. 79 on Saturday, and trying to put a little change in the forecast for Sunday, so 1 degree warmer, sunny skies. Next week, we're going to get back to the hotter, more humid weather by Tuesday and Wednesday, and we'll get some much needed rain. It's been very, very dry. I'm just looking at my phone, Chris, and I said I was videotaping this, but I think it stopped. So even that didn't go well. But maybe I'll try it again next week.
Well, it's
there you go.
It's Friday, so everything is up.
Have a good weekend.
Is at the chance on a Friday. All right, Neal. Thank you, buddy. Meteorologist Neal Estano with his first warning forecast. Hope he enjoys that weekend as well. It looks like it's going to be terrific outside the weather. Here's what we're working on for News Channel 13 live at noon. Reports and confirmed reports of a shots fired incident with police in White Creek. We'll have the latest information on that on News Channel 13 live at noon. The Red Cross is continuing its call for critical blood donations. There is a blood drive in Half Moon this afternoon that we will tell you about coming up on News Channel 13 live at noon. And a really cool story, 100 Holes for Hope, a program that will benefit veterans in the capital region. PGA Hope is an organization that the Northeastern New York PGA chapter works with closely. And so 2 local golf pros are playing 100 holes today. It's a marathon that will benefit veterans in our area. A very cool story that our reporter Caitlin Erla is working on for noon. That's it for us here on 13 Now. Thanks for spending a few moments with us on this Friday morning. Until noon, I'm Chris Honorato. Have a great Friday.